Hello. I just started like 2 minutes ago, so no problem. Let's see. So I hope you guys all checked out the new things that was changed in the Seven Nights. Hopefully I get my... I don't know actually if I'll save up for the Dellins, but... Hello, Lucia? So a lot of animation and designs also changed, so if you guys don't know, check out my video. Let's see. Money. She'll check that one out. Hello? Oh, okay. So I guess yeah, I've noticed that in Asian countries is Sunday today, so sorry about that. I will try to just schedule an event for the live stream for the next Saturday, so you guys will know which time it is. Oh wow, 2:28. So it's still like a middle of the day in there. Right now in here is 10, close to be 10:30 p.m. So after the live stream, I'll probably go to sleep. My Global 7i account, I've been playing a little bit more just because the auto one came out, so I've been playing a little bit more. Also, I'm focusing on my Lena and things like that, try to rank up so I can start transcending them. So far it's been pretty good. I just somehow it seems like people keep say it gets laggier, so yes, they did rework on the animation, so I do really like it. It's more proportionate to the like the actual human body. So also right now there's a hot time for the extra gold, I believe. So make sure if you guys are short on gold, try to do it right now. Yeah, so if you guys look, um, they look slender and more human proportionate. Some people are not used to it just because it's not chibi form as well. Here's my Jave. And they did some audio rework as well. So, uh, yeah, so it's kind of like eh. Um, oh, they added the dark, where's the Dark Knights, which Dylan's is one of them. So I am looking forward to that. Dylan's is absolutely amazing with his new form. So try to. I was trying to get him, but the Fragment of Destruction was just too much. 500 was too much. So 2000 flat damage, for instance, Sarah does it. Now the 2000 flat damage will be always 2000 flat damage, but in this case it's a 2000 damage flat damage plus 60% of the magic, and then the crit will basically apply on the 60% one. So I am actually trying to get rid of all of my keys right now because I get so many keys, and also the auto farming is free, so I think Chibi looks cuter, but also like for like a lot of female characters, it looks better with I think more human proportionate body as well. And if you see the skins, since the proportionate is different, they also changed it, and I think it looks better. So there's more detail, and then I think it's more vivid as well. So I just like it, but also at the same time I miss my old chibi form of Jave. So mm, mm, wow, 11 minutes. Hello, welcome if you're just coming in right now. So the reason why I farm at 7-9 is one of the safest place to farm. Most likely all three of your guys will be leveling up at a pretty much same time, so that's one of the reason why I prefer here. But you know, um, 7-1 is still not bad. 8-1, 8-4, whichever one you guys also prefer. It's always best to do the one where you can actually beat it pretty as safe as you can. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And also tell me if it's lagging anytime so I can see if I can adjust or anything. Because most of the time on my screen is pretty much fine, but you know, you guys seem to have different one as well. So. Rachel, well, congratulations since you got Rachel. She's extremely important in the Castle Rush and one of the most absolutely needed Seven Night Heroes. So go ahead and then you can at least make her into level 30 plus 5, 6 star, and then it should be fine. And then you could pretty much focus on the other 7 knights. So I've been receiving a lot of messages from you guys about your team comp and things like that, and then you guys have some of you guys have a lot of the good guys. So uh, don't really worry about it. You guys probably have a better luck than me anyway. So uh, talking about luck today, luckily I got Alicia today from the random 1 through 4 summons, so I'm really happy because Alicia is some of the one where I didn't have before, although most likely I'm not gonna awaken her yet, but still. You could get 7 Knight through Castle Rush trade-in, using Topaz to summon, or random Ruby summon, or what else? I think that's pretty much it, but that's one of the major ways you can get it. Oh yeah, because I did 250 Ruby summon this couple days ago, and then I got my Rachel, luckily, even though I was looking forward to some of the other heroes. So oh yeah, you could also do the friendship quest, but that one requires multiple people, and also you have to the other person relies on the other person to finish it, which is kind of downside, but it's also one of the other ways you can get it as well. Yeah, thank you, because I think I just checked like a couple minutes ago, and then it was 1,900 subscribers, so thank you everyone. Let me just go ahead and get rid of some. Thank you. I know some of you guys also, I don't know if you guys, but some of the people commented that I sound very different, and I think it's because I was kind of excited to show the awakened Delans, because I totally wasn't expecting Seven Knight to be awakened, because they are pretty strong already. But instead, they made everyone else to max cap to level 46, and made allowed Seven Knight Awakening. So it's kind of amazing, but I'll see. A good way to farm Topaz would be Arena, and then also you could get it through a lot of different ways for like a daily login, and the Castle Rush, Guild Battle, and things like that. That's where I get most of them. And also, you could transcend your heroes, and then that's one of the ways is to get it too. Because I transcend at least, you know, 2 or 3 a week, or you know, like that, and then that's how you get it. And then the higher the transcend is, you know, you get more. So the Awakened Dragon is a little bit tough, so you don't really have to always attack the Awakened Dragon. You could go ahead and attack your friends or things like that as well to get your items or materials. Live stream, I did it maybe just like 3 times. I haven't done it before. It's something new. One of the person suggested, and then was gonna test it out with a new YouTube app that came out. So this is like I think maybe second or third like official one. I did some informal ones where just trying out a lot of different things, but yeah. Which Seven Knight do you think will be awakened next? I think. Well, here's the thing. I think hopefully it's Jave, but according to the story, I feel like Rudy would get next awakening, because he's he's the leader of the nobles. So technically he should be getting it after Delans. Delans was in a way expected, since he took the power of the demon and things like that, and he escaped. So I was expecting him to be awakened, but next, I think it's Rudy, but hopefully it's Jave, because Jave is my favorite. Yeah, so it's Rudy, and everyone else is pretty much friends with him somehow in different ways, or through Jave or things like that. So yes, Awakening Heroes are only in this Korean server right now. Hopefully, but now probably within a year or less, they will have Awakening in global version. Hopefully, so. Hello, welcome if you're just coming in. Karin, the healer, also the main character. So I gotta get them and start transcending, because the cap was 40, now it's 46. So I gotta make them tankier. So here's Alicia that I got today. I'm pretty glad that I got her. She's used a lot in arena and things like that, so definitely good. Pascal and PDOM, these I was gonna just fuse it, but now since the cap is 46, I'll most likely transcend these guys. Hopefully in Jave's awakening, he turns into kind of like a half dragon, half human. I think that would be pretty cool. Delos looks just way too cool for the evil guys, but yeah, he looks amazing. So, but you guys can see that my fragment of destruction is really low, and 500 is quite a lot. So most likely I won't be getting it anytime soon. Thank you. For the yeah, so everyone can go up to 46. Let's see. For the global, it's the first group of heroes that came out in a awakening. I will go ahead and show you that a little bit later. Shane, pretty much max level Shane and max level Pascal is pretty much the same. And it's pretty much the same. It's just that one deals magic, the other one deals physical. And depends on which one you're doing, especially on boss raid and things like that. You gotta switch it up. So either way, you need both of them. Thank you, Lucia. I I don't know. Alice is always not a bad support, but somehow it's not used as much because Karen or Lena, Lena for instance, have a global heal. Karen has like, if it's Awaken for instance, has a global resurrection and also immune to death. So, but Alice is still used. I'm trying to raise her because she's used in one of the raid boss, I believe. So, yes, Espada is definitely worth investing. She's really awesome. Used often in the raid next to Velica. So, since there's a 2 team and one for Velica, one for Espada, so she is still used really often. So, in my opinion, I think it would have been better if they honestly didn't have Awakening for Seven Knights, since Seven Knights could have transcend up to level 46 for now. So, but you know, that's something that they decide to do it. I think by the time when I have 500, maybe the next one might come out. They usually do it every, I think, like what, 2 week or like 2 week and a half. So they, update or do maintenance quite often, so can keep the new event or take out the events and things like that, so you could be constantly entertained. Velika's better in farm and raid, and Fungyan's better in arena, adventure, and tower. So, and daily hell mode. So that's just up to you which one you want to focus. If yes, it will vibrate. Go to the setting, and you could turn it off. And if you don't know how that works, you can go ahead and check out the Korean translation video, and then I go through the setting and then which one turns off the vibrate and things like that. That drains out a lot of your battery, so make sure you turn it off. And it's annoying too. So yeah, my Jave pretty much does all the damage, so he should better be strong. I gave him probably one of the best items and things like that. Although I still gotta take out some, but I just don't want to spend my topaz yet. So yeah, Awakened Delens is pretty cheap just because both of his skill is piercing, which is definitely not fair. I don't know how they kind of came up with it, but double piercing, especially with a lot of hit immunities for turn and things like that, it's just too much damage. Um, but they did kind of, in order to balance it, they did take out his passive where his regular attack will reduce the cooldown of his skills by 10 seconds. So he can't use his skill pretty often, and then they increase his cooldown for skills. So hopefully that balances it out, but I don't know how it's gonna go. Yeah, so I don't know. I also don't know if Awakened Delens, after you use the Awakening, if you can heal it with Karin. I don't know. Um, I don't think that's possible. But if you could heal, that'd be absolutely amazing. So yeah, I don't really know if his life will stay as 0 or something. So you use lifesteal jewels for the ones that, for instance, the first one you should give it to should be like your main damage dealer, like a Shane, Jupi, things like that. And then you kind of expand that onto for like a castle rush and raid and boss heroes, so you can last longer and have longer sustain. Advice for powering up for depends. For global, pretty much you just gotta get these like 3-star, 4-star, or which how many ever units star you need, and then just keep constantly do it, which wastes a lot of money, which I don't like. And this is one of the system they inputted to slow things down in the global one. So I don't really like it, but I guess that's something that they decide to go with. For the Korean one, you basically use the 2-star lower for the Fodler, and you try to rank them. And then the 2-star lower will have basically 25% chance of doing it, and that's enough to do it instead of having next one, which is 50%. So. Mm. Spike's passive. Let's see. Face cam, I will try to do it later. I still haven't really came up with a plan yet, so when the time comes, I'll try to do it. Spike's passive should be the hit immunities for two. I mean, any kind of a status element for 2 turns. Hmm. Let's see. Oops. I do want to try out different kind of games besides Seven Night as well, but the games that I wanted to try is not available in non-Korean regions, so that's just really bummer. Kakao Gaming came up with a new game as well, but it's not available in uh, basically any foreign country, as well as the God of Tower, which I wanted to play, is not available outside of Korea as well. So it's kind of a bummer. I do really want to kind of try out and then play those, but hopefully I find some other game where I might also be interested, and then just make a small little videos, and then most likely it'll be just kind of like me going through, though not like specifically like a guide, but I will try different ones. Yeah, so one of the thing that they also came up with in the Korean one is that they have been making a lot of kind of like a side or fake accounts. So in order to keep the numbers down, they require you to have like a Korean phone number and stuff to sign up, which sucks. So I kind of, and I don't have any Korean phone number, so can't do it. Yeah, I don't know why they put kind of region lock onto the thing, but hopefully like a Seven Night, it takes out the region lock and we can other people can play as well. Oh. Yeah, it's the phone or the device that matters where it's from, I guess. I don't know how exactly it works, but I can't. I don't have Korean iTunes account. Hello, if you're just coming in. Yes, mine's on Android, although Android is, for instance, mine is a Samsung, so it's Korean phone, but I don't know how they do the region thing, but I can't download it, so it sucks, but oh well. So did any of you guys buy the new skin? Cause that's I think is one of the best skins that they made. So I did use all of my rubies to purchase it. So I'm kind of broke on rubies, but That's why I'm farming, and then hopefully I can get these rubies back. Congratulations on ace. I have 5-star ace where I gotta transcend as well. I think May is okay. She was weak, and then she got buffed, and then she was used for a while, and then kind of stopped. So I think she's not the one where you really want to heavily focus, but it's just kind of like a good one to have. I picked I for awakened heroes. I picked Nox. So here's my Nox. I should give him a costume as well since I have it. Yes. So the reason why I didn't get Chancellor or Rook is because I already have them as level 36, both of them. So if I get it, I don't know how it would really work. So I would rather transcend these guys instead. So I didn't get those guys, and most of the other ones I have it. So here is my awesome team. What's the one more? Maybe it's Karma probably. Karma, and I should give a costume for my Wukong as well. I think he looks better on this one as well. So here is the costume. I think Ace looks the best. Tail looks awesome, but Luvu just has amazing. I think the horse looks really good, and himself as well. And Rin looks pretty as usual with his new dragon. And then Karma is amazing as well. So Asgard heroes. Let's see. You mean the Aisha or Asgard? Is Asgard the other one? This one? No. I mean this one. In here, the only one would be pretty much Nox. But I've seen. Where is it? That he was used for something. But most of the time, that's the only one. I could read Korean because I kind of took Korean classes and things like that as well. Although I am Korean, I came really early, so yeah, so I basically lived most of my life here. I don't have as much memories of Korea, so I just took a lot of Korean classes for language to read, write, and things like that. Although I speak Korean within my family. Um, Shane is not bad, but I would have chosen Lee first just because you could do better on the tower, Helmo Daily, and things like that. But if you didn't, it's still okay. Shane is used a lot as well. But Lee, I think since is a all rounder, it's a little bit you don't want to even if you get like 5-star, you don't want to waste your all rounder elements for it. So Yeah, for first time users, the Korean one might be a little bit difficult, but I shall get Jave's armor because with a life, and I will most likely gonna give it to my Jave. Let's see, where's my Jave? So here is my Jave. I already have one of them, and I'll most likely gonna take this one out soon and then give it to him. Let me just turn on and get some money. So technically, the drop rate during this events, the hot time should be higher, but I don't know the specific percentage and things like that. Although for like getting higher 5-star in hot time, I've seen often times where I do get 5 stars, so that's something good. But level 41 is most. Oh, the level 41 is most likely gonna be the formation. All the formation will be level 40, so that really helps because, for instance, people like a Rin, will change your formation, and then based on your formation, your stats will be less if you didn't focus on all of them. So that's something that you could have a boost, and also it saves a lot of your gold in the game. So yeah, Korean one, if you guys play, it's more fun since they do more events and things like that. But yeah, but even if you just do some of the dailies and things like that, it you would be so much ahead than global one most of the time, just because uh, so there's so many events and handout, and especially right now, the I figured some of the costumes in global one is not out in Korean one, and hopefully it comes out soon. Number of keys for Korean one shouldn't be low because you get so many of them from daily login. It's like what, 40, and also like honor points and things like that, and you should be getting a lot of keys. To even today, just by the my mail, I got like 130 keys. So I used to love Eileen's skin, but then I think they began to make better Rachel skin, unfortunately. Hopefully they make more Eileen skin, because she's coming back with a lot of her passive and things, and she's really strong, and I think she got tankier as well. I didn't see it from the previous long time ago, the revamp where they made her a little bit more tankier. Yes, each version. I know some. I heard that Asia server has some of the costumes where it doesn't have in Korean one as well. So they're basically gonna rotate things. Eventually they'll have it, but yeah, keys. I have close. I think over 900 as well. Even though I have been using it more, you get a lot through different things. So for the shop, Try to look at my Korean translation video one, and then I think it explains, I think, each one in the shop. So that's more, I think, also in detail as well. So arena is more difficult in Korean one just because there's more handout. So even lower level, they might have, some of the awakened heroes or maxed level guys, but it's just because there's more people. I actually don't think Spike is one of the worst Seven Knight. Spike, in my opinion, is one of the best Seven Knight. That's one of the reason why people called him God Spike, just because he's passive and his damage that he deals with a crit is just insane. So, and even now, only one who can counter Spike is Spike besides Rania, but you don't want to invest on Rania. So yeah, if you have one Spike, you could pretty much run through every single castle rush without being, death, silenced, or whatever for 2 turns at least. So that's just really great. Rania is I don't know. Maybe because I had Spike, she was always one of the one where it was really annoying for me because my Spike wouldn't be able to freeze. But I know when the Nox was being awakened, they were considering making Sarah awakened as well, and maybe some of the other ones might also get awakening, but I'll see how that goes. Yeah, Ming Ming is going to be used quite a long time for the arena and global, and then eventually it kind of goes out, and then I think comes back a little bit later. But yeah, Rudy, like I said, he's absolutely craziest tank ever, but the fact that he's 7 knight and you want to focus on other 7 knight instead makes him not as favorable unless you're focusing on like completely on arena, because he's amazing in arena, but I just don't prefer him because you have so many other ones where you can get to use it on different content, where Rudy has some specific purpose and things like that as well. So yes, it's Chris's subordinate as well as who is it? Nox. That's why they were considering Sarah as also awakening, but they decided not to. So yeah, basically one topaz equals one fragment of destruction. So that's where topaz comes handy. But it's because also topaz should be a little bit harder to get because ruby is relatively really easy to get in this game. So um, Kyle's used a lot. Rin as well, Ace, Delens, um, but also they use different ones like Jave, Rook, Chancellor, Rudy, like a tanky team as well. Depends on which one you really want to focus. It's because the problem with the those kind of team is that you don't want to. Usually, it runs out by time instead of actual damage, so that's the reason. Lena would be amazing if she's awakened, but she's already still good without awakening. So, and they haven't done any awakening on the Aisha area, so if that is the case, that'd be really amazing. Yeah, Luwu has been buff. Luwu does massive amount of damage, but uh, hopefully my Jave is tanky enough. Let's see. So my Jave did 96% of the damage, so you guys can see that my Jave pretty much carries me throughout the whole thing. Yeah, Rubu is really strong with a piercing. Um, there's no specific meaning for my ID. It was just something where I just picked up when I was young and then just started just keep use it because it's something easy to memorize, and then I wanted to just pretty much have the same ones so I would know for different characters. I would know that it's me, especially among my friends and things like that. Four Lord Awakening, I actually don't know because a lot of Four Lords, including Ace, Kyle, and Rin, they're so strong already, even without it, so probably not in a while. Coco is that ninja hamster. Wukong. Wukong is one of the one where if you buff it a little, it's too strong, and also if you nerf it, it's kind of really weak. Like I said, he was dominating in arena for a while just because his regular attack would do piercing, which was really stupid because he already does a lot of damage, and then with a piercing, it just melted down any kind of hero. So they nerfed that, and now this is a year of monkey, so they buffed him again, but I'll still have to see. So you can see that Dylan's is out. Oh, so you can heal. That's a good thing, but it's really bad for me at least. Yeah, and because of the what do you call his awakened skill, were really high chance of silence. It's just so useful in the arena. Yeah, Dylan's looks really amazing and hits 3 people, which is just wow, absolutely stunning. Hopefully my Rina can, I mean my Karen can do global heal. I mean global resurrection. Oh no, she died. Okay. I actually don't expect to really win, but Karen comes in really handy to save me a lot of the times. So if you guys haven't checked out my Dylan's video, make sure you guys do because he looks absolutely amazing. So I kind of wish his awakened form uses a scythe too, though, because uses a, I think either dual blade or single blade, but I think the scythe really suits him better. Yeah, Rook and Chancellor, they basically got major plastic surgery. And yeah, you never know. Although in a story, I think he was supposed to be a werewolf, and that's one of the reasons. But after the world has kind of like been polluted with the fragment of destruction, he got worse, and then now he became basically a kind of werewolf. Although he looks like a lion. Mm-hmm. The yellow bar is the shield from the Rook. Some of them also grants a shield as well, but that grants a shield, and that's one of the reason why it does so much damage. Hopefully, Karin uses a global ult. Yes. Mm-hmm. So Karin do comes in a handy for me, so that's one of the reasons I put her. The highest ruby I had is 6,000, which was probably in the early beginning of my videos. I had like 5,000. I used some and then had 5,000, but since then, you guys like a lot of my summoning videos and things like that, so I began to make more of my summoning videos. So that's one of the reasons why my ruby is down, as well as some of the costumes. Most of the time I use mine for costume and summoning anyways. Yeah, Lena, I just put it for extra heal slash tank. She is really, really tanky as well. I was really expecting Yuri to get Awakening because she's really awesome, and she's also one of the original one for Evan's heroes as well. So Ballista's still good. It's basically the Kyle is basically the better version of Ballista, but Ballista's still really, really good in arena. But you gotta make sure you give a lot of speed attack and counter for her. But yeah, her skills really, really annoying. So the enemy team has Rudy and Karma, Alicia, pretty much all of them. Oh, and then 38 Wukong. Wukong has piercing, so that's kind of annoying, but let's see. Yeah, pretty much when my Jave uses my first skill, and I have a higher chance of winning. The global resurrection, basically the passive lasts starting from the beginning to whatever turn, is usually turn based unless it doesn't state that it's turn based. So yeah, Yuri is a 3-tail fox instead of 9-tail. So global heal. Basically, I just heal and heal until my Jave eventually uses my skill and destroy them. And also, don't worry if I don't answer some of the questions that come up in the chat, because a lot of you guys are also writing, and then I might not be able to see it. So I guess I will go ahead and charge it while also this is happening. For the translation for the weapons and armors and skill, I posted it on the Facebook page, and then that actually shows exact Korean word as well, and then I think that might actually help. Yeah, so it's really tough to go up higher in the Korean arena. You guys can see that I'm only in a plat technically, but you see, like level 40 Awakened Delans, as well as a lot of max level 7 knights and stuff, so Luri, it should be able to get it back, but I have no idea. Wow, 37 people watching, so that's pretty surprising. My ace. Let's see what else I have to do. And also, it would be really nice if you guys can also answer each other as well if it's something that you guys know, so that I don't have to answer everything or I miss something. The Karin skin? I do have a Karin skin. Oh, I do have it. It's just that I did it so that it doesn't show. Because I like her just awakening skin better. For instance, even my who is it? Shane as well. I do have a skin for her, but it's just that she doesn't look like it's wearing it. So let me show you. So I'm wearing a skin for the Shane. Oh, this one I did show. Where's my Karin? Oh, it's right here. So I did give her a skin. It's just that I hid it right here. You can also show or not. But That's some of the things where you can do. Alright, let me just farm real quick, and then because I gotta fuse some of my guys to make up a space. Five-star Pascal, 5-star Sarah. Definitely Pascal, because he's a better single target nuker. And they announced that Helenia is going to get Awakening, but unfortunately they didn't come up with a Helenia yet, which is also very disappointing. Oh, I gotta do weekly quest. Just a second. So the weekly quest is... Oh, I still haven't even done daily. The other ones is daily, and then arena, and then the last one is boss raid, which I'll go ahead and do. And I gotta plus my weapons 10 times and then rank up twice. So man, these are all good ones. So I will and then one let's see. Basically there's different levels for the skins, and that's why they have a different ones. I have so many awakened weapons and stuff, but I just don't have enough topaz to take out the other ones and then give it to it. What about this? I'll give this one just because this one's a lethal, and it's not as important for Karin, because she's not the main damage dealer, so she doesn't need crit or speed attack. So, and this one is so expensive. 1.2 mil. I don't have enough for that. And alright, so I guess I gotta get some weapons. Hopefully. This one was the one where I was testing out Pascal. Shane's better for auto one, so I will just go ahead and put him. And Karma, even though he's not that strong. And then put Pascal here. So now I gotta make all these guys level, try to make these guys max level. It's gonna take a while, but alright, so while I put this on, I'll try to answer you guys or do anything. Can you farm topaz in the future? Not directly. Topaz is one of the things where you could get from different content as a reward or anything, but you can't farm it. Translate the equip translation. I think I did that. It should be on the top one. For the guide, like a sokong should be like a speed attack, and then I put specific Korean word, and then what it means and translate it. If you guys don't see it, tell me, or you could also message me through Facebook, and then I could translate it as well. My favorite Korean. I guess this one, Jave. Yeah, so, but I've been also try to look for some of the arts for the Korean, I mean, for the SeNa's art page. Like a fan art. Where is it? But I haven't seen any good fan art for Jave. And it would be really nice if the thing is, most of these characters are after English one, so it's a little bit hard to say in the Korean one, but yeah, I would really like. I really like art, so I don't know. I've been also looking for people to do like a commission and things for SeNa's arts, where maybe I could ask for some of them, which would be really nice as well. I would like to draw, but I suck at drawing, so I probably wouldn't be able to do that. But what is it? If you guys do send me your own drawing of a Jave, I will try to use that as my profile picture, since the one I'm using is just a one the what was like a homepage for the Korean SeNa's. But if they do have it, that would be nice. Was it Rudy and Chris? I thought it was. What's seppuku? Yuna. next to the pause is a skill turn off, I think, for it. What else? I think I gotta switch some real quick. I totally forgot who I use. But I'll Spike because of some of the immunities, and there are the better ones, but I don't have them, so. And Shao. Definitely. So. Let me move that so you guys can see it as well. Most likely I'm gonna just leave this one as an auto though, so. Yes, congratulations. Jave should make you, yeah, easy to farm. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. This one's just extremely annoying since I don't have immune to that kind of a paralyzing, so. This one's not the new one. This is one of the older one, but I think I just didn't do a video on it. You can see that this stunning is really annoying. You gotta constantly make their skill cooldown higher, but I wasn't able to use it on time. And I'm leaving it on auto as well, so. Wow, there's 41 people watching. No wonder the chat is going pretty fast. For me, I'm playing my Korean one, but I never really spend any money yet. So, yes, it is possible to do it without money. I've been this far without any money as well, so I believe that you guys can do it too. Oh man, I'm not doing as much damage because I do it as a auto. Thank you. Reward is you could get the boss raid jewels, which you can what is it? Which you can it's technically the best jewels for the SeNa's that are out there, so that's why people are trying to get it. Hello, if you guys are just coming in. Ruby farming should be pretty easy. I did make a couple videos on that, but basically you need a good farmer like Ariel, Velica, Jave, things like that, so it's easier to farm. And once you get to farm, once you have those guys, it's really easy to farm. So that's one of the major ways you can get rubies. The next big big content that will be coming up in global would be the world boss raid, which is this one. And this is awesome, so because it's a different way to test your strength in a way. So it'll be really fun when it comes out in the global. Technically it doesn't drop anything except that based on the whatever percentage that you're in, you get higher one, and then it also depends on if you're doing easy, normal, hard, whichever one. But when you do that, based on that, you get how many ever the world raid boss points. Yeah, I pretty much with even what is it, Castle Rush bonus, Guild Battle bonus, and things like that, I get around maybe like 200, 300 a day if I play. Sometimes when I'm really busy with a work or anything, I wouldn't be able to, but if I play, that's how much I usually get. And technically you can get more as well, so that's why you focus on your farming heroes first. Actually, I would have to change that. Check that if storyline has changed. I know that it's not season 3 yet, but since the Delons came out, it might be. I will go ahead and probably check that out after this one. Yes, this one is a world raid boss, which is already, looks like on a picture on the global it was added, but it's still locked, which means that it will come out soon, hopefully. Yes, Rachel is must in any kind of basically boss raid or CR, Castle Rush. So that's one of the reason Rachel has been stable, and that's why it's not bad to get her in any kind of situation. So Rachel is just amazing. That's technically you don't really need awakening heroes to do this. You can still do it with a regular Shane and other guys. And I think when when the first world boss raid came out, it actually happened without any, what is it, awakened hero, but then awakened hero made it easier. Technically yes and no. Around the season 2 they basically revamped for the Seven Knights, and that's one of the reason why her Phoenix targets 3 but reduces their enemy's attack and the amount of damage they take or defense. So that's why in global 1 it should still be the single target one on the bottom, the blaze, but the 3 target just makes it more useful anyway. So Asia server and global server is technically different because they go in a little bit different pace, as well as I found that it goes in a different pace, as well as they're not connected. So if you're in an Asia server, you can't add people in a global server and so on. So yeah, so unfortunately, I know a lot of you guys also asked if, you know, they can add me in the global, but seems like you guys are also in the different server because it's an Asia server. So I couldn't add you guys, as well as you guys couldn't add me, but hopefully, yeah, you guys can use this time to get each other's ID and then help each other if you guys need any help as well. The boss raid uses basically either magic or physical, and then also they take less damage from either magic or physical, depends on a boss. That's one of the reason why you gotta use Pascal and things like that as well. So I know they did some animation rework on Velica and stuff. For instance, I know the Meteor looks a little bit better now. Yeah, sorry if you guys can't find me because we're on different server. I don't think I am able to play the Asia server, so yeah, basically when I play the global, it goes to the European slash whatever server instead of Asia server, I think. So the best way to get item is through the raid, in my opinion, because you could just directly get 5 or 6 star instead of summoning and using your rubies. That's one of the reason why raid was added, and then people still do raid, you know, really often. Usually you could get handout, or you could also do rank up and then see the random one which one you get, but you have also, you know, chance of getting a better ones as well, like the 7 night items. If you get it on anything basically under what is it, underneath 6 star, the 5 star or 6 star 7 night or 4 lord item, it's not really worth it. Use it as a grind, you know, fodder or whatever, but I will probably go ahead and do that a little bit later. So I'm assuming I was the only one, so let's see actually what I get. 20. Actually, that's a pretty good number. So here's the 2 costume. This one was the first anniversary costume which they came out with, which I really like it. It's a golden theme costume, celestial costume. Here it is. The only one I have is Eileen. The Jave looks good here as well, but I have other one that looks similar, so I didn't get it. Spike here looks really good. And Chris. Here it is. And this is basically, technically a second year costume that came out, you know, using 4 lord. So, Luvu right here, Karma, Kyle, Ace. I think Ace is my favorite one though. Rin, and then Wukong. So if you buy it together, it's like a little bit cheaper, I think. So I gotta do this too soon. Let me just go ahead and just do this one more time while I just answer you guys and things like that, because either way, if I did close to 4 mil already, it's enough to get me whatever. So looks like you guys said a lot of stuff when I wasn't looking. If you guys don't notice, Chris has a full wing while Dellen's only has a half wing. So all of his costume pretty much has a half wing, or like a cloak or whatever will be only on a half side, because he took the power of demon away from Chris, but he can't fully control it, and then whatever. So if I do reach 50 viewers, I think I'm pretty intimidated already with 46 people watching. That means they're also listening to my voice and stuff, so first for Lord, Karma is always the safe choice because it buffs both magic and physical. But if you want someone else for like buff removing, or like for instance, if you guys don't have Awakened Zeke, getting Ace is always nice because you could do more damage and Castle Rush and things like that. Basically, the season 2 kind of started a little bit after first year anniversary, I think. It's just that I think they were supposed to come out as exactly, the second year the season 2 started, but I think it wasn't it didn't come out according to the time. So as a result, they basically did it a little bit after the uh, second year. I mean, the first year. Yeah, Ace is really squishy in the beginning, so careful. Best way in is to get it through summoning, and then you could raise them or things like that. That's one of the reasons why I try to constantly summon after you're done with the masteries and things like that, though. Let's see. Yeah, they. I know they did handout for the first 100 day in Asian server, and I think maybe global as well too. And they did hand out pretty good stuff, and then I know they do that for 200 days as well, 300 days, and then 1 year. So make sure you guys try to log on during those weeks or whatever, since they hand out probably one of the best one. And the first anniversary of the global one and the Asia server will give you guys probably really good stuff. Maybe 7 nights and things. So what is it? Let's see. Rudy, is it good in Korean version? Yes, he is. He is still the best tanker. He's also used a lot in arena, but besides that and the tower, he's not used as much. Spike hits pretty often because I think I gave him a counter or speed attack, so that might be reason. Is Fengyan worth investing, transcending the global future? Yes. Fengyan's used really often, and then for quite a long time in Korean SeNa's the arena as well. So he's definitely good, as well as in tower, Helmo daily and things like that. So make sure you guys go ahead and then transcend. Unfortunately, I didn't get him yet in the global, but if I do, I will definitely go ahead and do that as well. Rudy is good, but as a low level, I prefer Evan over Rudy because it's just tankier. Yeah, some people has been asking me why I prefer Evan over Rudy. It's just because you can make him into level 40 much faster than Rudy. So it's basically, tankier in a short run. In the long run, if you make Rudy into the same level 40, obviously Rudy will be tankier, but still, it's it'll take a long time, and then instead you want to focus on someone else. For magic, guys, do either Pascal, Fengyan, Sarah, Rin, Espada. Those are some of the ones. Ariel, I never got Ariel, really, and I used someone else instead of her, but she is definitely one of the ones that is used pretty often because of the buff removing and things like that. So let's see. For me, I would like to focus on Rudy right now, but for the SeNa's, but technically it's whichever one I get, because for the monthly one and the Korean one, since you can choose the 4 lords, I'll most likely choose the 4 lords. And SeNa's, I've been getting them from Castle Rush and a lot of different things. So I have like 2 Rachel right now and things. So it's gonna take a while for me to make those guys and transcend. So, and Rachel is always a great choice just because, like this Castle Rush and other stuff, you use her pretty often. So. Former 4 lords is definitely more difficult to get